Hello everybody, welcome. Happy TGIF. I hope you are sequestered safely somewhere where nobody is going to give you anything nasty in the form of a bug or virus, of course. I'm going to do an in-service, but first what we're going to do is we're going to do 30-second intro. And I hope there was some sound in there for everybody watching. I've got about 9 different places right now where people are watching. And so I just decided with my scruffy face to get on here. And I'm not so beautiful, so I'm going to be down in the corner, down there, and most of the time for what I'm doing. But I am watching people want to be able to go out and do things, and you can't go out and do things. Let me go to my main scene. You can't go out and do things just because you want to pop out and go outside. Hey Roslyn, good afternoon. And my friend Roslyn is out there. So because you can't go outside and you can't just walk around and do everything you want to do, here's an idea. I thought, why don't I have an in-service and people can tell me what they want to know within reason, and we'll just see how much information we can cover before I get hungry enough for lunch that I jump out there and I do what I'm doing. So those of you who are watching on Restream, thanks for coming in. Those of you who are watching directly on my page, like Nicole, hey Nicole, what's going on? And so this is a techie in-service. I'm coining a new phrase today, techie in-service. If you want to chat directly with this chat window that I've got here, you can go on to any of my sites except for my Coach Dave's site, where I'm popping them up directly onto the screen. And if you're in there, you can see that I'm popping them up directly on the screen. So I'm going to cover some things today. I want to talk about some stuff. We're going to start with the very first thing, and the very first thing is sitting right here. This is a microphone. First thing. People want to broadcast. You're stuck in your home. What are you going to do? You're going to reach out, and one of the best ways to reach out is electronically. So we're going to cover that. We're going to cover how can you get out of your home and do it electronically. But let me go over here to Periscope. I'm going to hop in my own broadcast over here. I see myself talking. That's a good thing. So, and I hear some sound in there. I just want to share this out. Best thing you can do when you're out there and you're electronically outside your house, share that out with your social media friends. I'm going to tweet it, all that kind of stuff. And I shared it with my friends on Periscope. So now that I know I'm in there, I can just exit that. Everything's cool. So, disclaimer time. I'm not going to say a whole lot about the virus, and that's a good thing. Other disclaimer, some of the sound things may not work because I have them plugged into 8 different devices, 8 different locations that I'm going to. It's actually only 1 camera and 1 microphone, but you guys know me. So if you're somewhere where you're not hearing what I'm saying, no hear, type in, Dave, we don't hear you. The other thing I'd like you to do is make sure, please, that you share, subscribe, like, follow, click the notification bell, and put this link everywhere you can. Please. Hey there, there's Betty. What's going on, Betty? That's my girlfriend. She calls me babe. I love it. I love it. All right, so we're going to get technical. We're going to start with the microphone. I had some people, I was over on the StreamYard community, and I saw some people were asking questions about how do you do this? How do you do this? And so I'm going to cover some of that stuff, talk about that a little bit. If by chance my coffee, you saw it in there, if my coffee runs out, I do have water. You need to drink water during these times of health concerns, okay? So you need to drink water, and eventually, especially if you see your girlfriend, you need to shave. Just saying, okay? All right. So I got a lot of stuff going on here, and to prove it, I'm going to click on over to my StreamYard screen, to this screen I'm looking at, so you guys can see what's going on there. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to have some stuff that I call it the infinity screen. This screen right here in the middle, where the broadcast is being shown, once I switch to it, that will be my active camera. So you'll see it go beep, 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 back to infinity and beyond. Okay, so here we go, back to the infinity screen. And see the way it just disappeared up there? Okay, this is the infinity screen. This just means that my camera is showing the broadcast of my camera, which is showing the broadcast. You get it. All right, there's my reminder right there. I have an hour. Okay, I'm going to try and cut this to an hour, shorter maybe. I've already been on for a few minutes, so that's okay. Now, if you guys hear some echo, let me know. Type it in. If you hear some other stuff going on, let me know. Type it in. So this screen here, you see my yellow circly thing? That is my mouse. I can also do a cool thing where I go like this with my mouse and I can draw on the screen. So that's kind of a cool thing. Draw on the screen. All right. So anyway, that's kind of how that works. Okay, I better stop all of that. All right. Let me go over here and click so it clears up. All right, this is what I'm looking at. I've got StreamYard. This is Restream's chat window. I'm going to get rid of that. That's just so I can see if I'm on a totally different screen what Restream is telling me. People are asking questions. It goes right in here. So you see we've got Rosalind over there on Periscope, and we've got Betty over here on YouTube, and we've got Nicole over here on this part of the screen. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. I came in because there have been a lot of people asking questions on the... I'm going to get rid of this. There have been a lot of people, I can still see it over there. There have been a lot of people that are asking some questions about how do I do this and how do I do that. Hi, Rosalind. Rosalind says, wow. So if you're doing some stuff and you're asking questions, let me see if I can address a few of those questions. I'm going to start with the microphone. And the reason I'm going to start with the microphone is because obviously the microphone is the thing where you start with that. It's the first thing. You got to plug in sound or nobody's going to understand anything you're doing on screen. So that's, besides the camera is easier. It's just built in. All right. That's good stuff. All right. And one of the reasons also that I'm doing this is because I have a video, and let me just share a little bit of that video so you can see what's going on and what I'm talking about. I have some instructional videos. They're cheap. This one I'm going to show you a little piece of is under $5, and it shows how I began some of this. So I'm going to play just a minute or two, maybe not even that, maybe just a little to show you what it's all about. This is a video I created. It is for sale. There's $2 off if you use Corona in the checkout. Okay, here goes. And hi everybody. We have a microphone now. We are starting OBS from nothing. From nothing. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to make our first OBS scene to broadcast from, and that's it. Just a quick scene. So now that we have a microphone, let's get a webcam in here so that we can actually see What's going on? I can see you. You can see me. There I am. Okay, everybody. This is a capture of a screen that is live and working. That's why it is infinity, 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 and okay, there we go. So that's what I'm talking about. I set up a microphone, I set up a camera, and right there, you're ready to broadcast. If you have a microphone and a camera, you could come over here to this little red dot and you could stretch that all the way across the screen and you could just broadcast. Your face and voice will be right there in front of whoever you want it to be in front of. So there you go. I just wanted to show you that's what we're after. So there's a couple of things you need to do in order to get to that point. And we're going to start with the microphone. Let me put my main scene on here. Okay, we're going to start with the microphone. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what my microphone thing is. I'm doing a special thing. It lets you do special microphone stuff. Okay? So here we go. And let me put Restream back up so I can answer any questions. If you have a question, type it in. No matter what platform you're on, I'm on about 8 different ones. But if you have a question, type it in. So this is what I'm going to say about the microphone to begin with. You can make your microphone do some pretty fantastic things, like this. Now I sound like I'm on a telephone further away, and it's a filter that's a collection of filters that I have, but just this one. And of course, you can go way back into a cave. Here we are, way back. And when you're in a cave, you know what you have to say, right? You gotta say it. You gotta say it. Oh. Looks like I'm getting a phone call, and that thing is loud. I can't do a phone call right now, sorry. Okay, so wow. And in the cave, it echoes even more. Okay, so with my broadcast. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what you need to do is this. You have to, when you're in a cave, you have to say, hello! Nobody answers. Okay. And when you're out on the mountainside, hello! Okay. Anyway, I'm just pointing this out for one reason. Your microphone, in my case, it's software. So my microphone is plugged into the software is acting like my microphone, and I can turn the software off and I'm back at my regular voice. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm online. You have to have a microphone to be online. So my microphone, let me switch it over. This is all of my different voices. You can see them here. And my microphone is called Voice Mod. Okay. Pro means I just paid for the extra voices that are down here. There's a ton of them. You don't even have to mess with that. But I just like to do effects. All of you that know me know that. And all of you that know me know that I am not a robot. Take me to your leader. That does not compute. Okay, so there we go. Wow, I've got some devices that are turned up to the sky, evidently, and I need to turn them down. So, you're supposed to do this before... Wow, no wonder my ringer was maxed. You're supposed to do this before you go online. So get out your pencil and paper, title the first page, checklist. Put the first thing on checklist to say, turn all your device volumes down. Okay, now that we got that covered. All right, so these are my voices. This is my microphone, and you can see I put Restream back up on that side over there. So the microphone is the way you get across to your audience. You don't need the camera, but you do need the microphone because 99% of your viewers are going to be listening on devices. So your microphone is important. So just for the purposes of what I've got going here, every time you see my microphone, it's going to say voice mod because of my little filter thing. My microphone is voice mod. It's actually an ATT or it's a audio. It's an AAT, and it's the 2020 mic. Okay, so here we go. Microphone is the first thing you need to think about. Sound is the second. Your microphone will need to go into your broadcast. Your sound will need to go into your broadcast. And I'm talking about sounds from all kinds of different resources. Okay, and you can reach outside the circle for this. See that? And go outside the circle. Oh! All right, so I just noticed that yesterday. So you need to reach outside the circle for that. And what I mean by that is that you've got audio from your browser, you've got audio from your mic, you've got audio from callers calling in, and all kinds of stuff that you can do to have your show be more interesting, broadcast, show, circus, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so first thing is the microphone, and to bring the microphone in, that was one of the first things I did here in this video that we were watching, is I brought in my microphone, the audio capture right there. I brought in that microphone so that you could see this little thing going up and down was where the microphone has the voice that it's going up and down, and you can hear that. So I brought in the microphone first. Now before all that, this big square is called OBS. And let me show you where you get OBS. You get OBS from, it's called obsproject.com. And when you go to obsproject.com, you can download OBS Studio for free. For free. Okay? And when you do it for free, you get the OBS Studio forever for free. And guess who's sponsoring the development of OBS Studio now? One of the major sponsors has become Facebook.com. Mr. Facebook himself said, I'm going to give you guys lots of money. Okay? So now they have this, and there are people that have taken it. It's called open source software. They have some people who have taken it and developed it into their own little niche, which you can do if you're a programmer, go for it. But this is OBS, and what you need is OBS. You can start with it. I just made mine full screen. That's why theirs looks real teeny. But I made mine full screen, and the first thing I did was I came down to this little plus down here, and I went up to audio capture and audio input capture right there. I captured my microphone, which in my case was class voice mod. Okay, I captured my microphone, and you can see when I show you my screen, you can see my microphone is in there. Secondly, the second thing I did, now that after I captured the microphone, I'm going to show you here, I went up and I did a video capture device, and I chose the camera that is my Logitech camera, but you can choose your camera from whatever camera you have. Now that's the first two things I'm going to show you from this video. This is a 10-minute video. It costs less than $5 if you use the coupon code. So this is what I'm using right now to broadcast to you. However, on one of my broadcast streams, I'm using this, StreamYard. Now for StreamYard, you can go to, I believe it's bit.ly/go-live-with-me. And you can get StreamYard. If you can go to StreamYard.com and just get it. But if you use it and you like it and you're going to subscribe, go to bit.ly/go-live-with-me. That's my link. It'll take you to my reference point, and it'll get you $10 off of your first month. So save $10, save $2 with the coupon code that I was telling you about to get this video. And in addition to that, okay, so we got our microphone, we've got StreamYard, or we have OBS. OBS will let you broadcast. That's what I'm broadcasting through most of the time. So OBS will let you broadcast. This is cool because you can make special things happen, as you see with all of my screen transitions. Everything happens magically, even this, right to my main screen, little shutters, cool. And you can even do sharing of your screen, and that's kind of cool. I can share my other screen that's over there. That's the one I have, OBS. See, my OBS is kind of small because I have it on my smaller screen. I squish it down. But this is what it looks like on my full screen. All right, so here's the deal. You've got your microphone, you've got your camera. Your camera's inserted, and you can broadcast out through StreamYard now. You got your camera, you got your microphone. Those are the only two things you need. But in StreamYard, you go in this little thing down at the bottom, and you go in this settings box to camera, and I chose, since I'm using OBS, I chose OBS camera. You can choose your basic camera. Right here's my Logitech. So I could choose my Logitech, and it would come up blank because I'm using it right now through OBS anyway. I have another camera that's just a basic piece of junk camera. And then your audio, we're going to go through this. But you can see my audio is going out, and I have those little green lights to prove to me it's working. So that's all you need to do. Press the little X, and you're in the studio broadcasting to whoever you want to broadcast to. All right. So then I had, like I told you, I had someone ask when I went into the StreamYard community, I had someone ask, how do you do a phone call? You see that number up there? Let's go see if anybody's in there. Okay, this is, I'm going to minimize this again. This is the call center. And with the call center, this is me. I'm logged in there hosting. Now I blanked out all the numbers because you don't need to see those. There's an admin PIN number for my number that you don't need to see. I would hate to have to go in and change all of my numbers again. So I didn't want to show you that. I blanked it out. Also, you can put people in. Let me go in here. I'm going to do the right click at the top, and I'm going to say unmute the site. Let me show you what happens. Okay, you hear that music? If there's only one person in here, you've got the music going. Now you could configure your audio so that the music only goes for this into your headphones so that your viewers on your broadcast don't hear it. That's another story. I'm just going up, right-clicking on the tab, and I say right here, mute. Okay, well that gets rid of all that mess. Now, the other thing is, let me put that mess back on for a second. I'm going to switch from basic to Q&A.
Q&A session has started.
Okay, so what a Q&A session does, let me mute that, it's annoying. Okay, what a basic Q&A session does is it acts as a lineup in your Q session or your Q&A session over here. It acts as a lineup. And when people call in with the phone number that's still swirling overhead, when people call in, you can put them in your queue. This is one of the best calling queues you can get. It's free. You can manipulate the sound and the people, and you can even do a thing that's called lecture. When lecture is on, people actually have to hit the combination of keystrokes or buttons in the device or phone that they're using that raise their hand. So it's like a lecture where somebody raises their hand and the lecturer says, "You, question?" And so you can lecture and question, or you can say, "You, questions afterwards, line up outside in the Q&A queue." Anyway, so this is really nice. I'll try not to go into it anymore, but this is our cue for our call. And what we do to bring this cue in is we have to unmute some things. We have to unmute what's going on with the cue to let it come in. All right, so I told you that sound was an issue. Sound is a huge issue. StreamYard only understands what's in a browser. Now you could share that into, let me do it. I can take this screen right here. I can share the Chrome tab. This is the free conference. This is the watch. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to share this conference call into the StreamYard. Okay, and you can see it's got the numbers blanked out that I had blanked out before. All of that fancy stuff. And I'll just leave it small like that. All of that is blanked out. But how do you bring it in here? Let me show you. We will get out of the screen share. I'm going to do it again. But when you go into screen share, this little box right here, share audio, you click on that. You share it. Oh, you go up and you choose the one. Let me go with the conference call and share that. And then I'll come back over here. All right. Now, we don't have the sound for the conference call in there yet. And what you can do is you can say, I want Coach, well, hold on. Let me go to the conference call, and I'm going to unmute that so that you can see that it's coming in. And you can't hear that yet. There we go. So you share that, and it's coming in. And then you can run yourself full screen, and your conference call is in the background. But you've got the annoying music playing. So what do? This is a hard way to fix it. So I'm going to get that out of there. And I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to go ahead and mute that one more time. Okay, so how do you get that out of there? What do? You can, if you click on the tab for StreamYard and pull it down, you get this by itself. You let go, and it pops full screen, just a single tab. Now you can take this bar, the bar above the window, and you pull the bar down, go over to the side until it draws a line down the screen, and let go. Okay, see how that works? Then you can go back to your virtual setup here, and I can go back to the VoIP. Here I go. I can go back to the conference. Now I have a view of the conference that will show me in the Q&A session when people come in. But I don't have to have it, excuse me, I don't have to have it over here full screen. So what I can do, I can take Dave's screen and I can dump that. Okay, now I have the full screen that I'm showing you is right here in this broadcast. Now I have a way to go back and forth between the session. And when someone comes in, I can just unmute over there. And I can bring it in. Okay, but this is also kind of a pain in the neck. And the reason it is because you have to go back and forth, you have to unmute, you have to do all this stuff. And wouldn't it be easier if you could just hit a button and off they go? You see them come in, you want to talk to them, you can click on them over there and talk to them. When you're satisfied, then you can say, okay, I'm going to bring you in the show. And people are going to hear you talk on the mic unless you put on some music. But that music won't be there because a person in there stops the music. So what do? You can work with this. You can work with this on a single screen. But what I do is I've got a little thing down here, and it's called Voice Meter. Let me bring it back. I'm going to rejoin my screen over to here. Okay, like that. And now I'm going to show you what you do with your audio. How do you get it to work? And here's the deal. You can get this thing right here. This is called Voice Meter. And this is Baby Voice Meter. I like to call it that because Baby Voice Meter will do most, I won't say most, it will do enough to get a call into your broadcast. And by the way, if you guys are watching this, can you share it into the StreamYard community? I don't know how many watchers we have right now. And I'm going to ask my friend to do that. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let's go to StreamYard. All right, let's do this. And I'm going to ask my friend if he would do that. I'm going to say, hey, dude, will you share my broadcast to the StreamYard community? All right. And don't you love all this typing? All right. So hold on. Okay. Always cough into your elbow. That's just a way that you can get it done. All right. So here's the deal. Let me go back to my full screen. All right, so you got StreamYard, and you also have the conference, and all that stuff is going, but you want an easier way to do it. The way you do that is this. This is voicemeter.com. You go there, this is the first screen you will see. voicemeter.com. All right, next thing you want to do is you want to download it. So go down here and you can choose either of these. This one, the Voicemeter exe file. The exe file will install it automatically for you. Do that. And then also you want to go up here to virtual audio cable. You want to click there and you want to download that right here. So this is also an install, and it is donationware. And donationware just means if you feel like it's good enough to give him some money, give him some money, and it will still run if you do or if you don't. So get this cable right here, and you want to download that, install both of those. The first one will say, do you want to reboot? You kind of need to. Say no. Install the second one, and then reboot your computer after that. And then we'll go from there. All right. After you reboot your computer, you want to come down and right-click on your little speaker icon down there. It's behind me, so you can't see it, but you right-click on the icon that is your speaker, and you choose the first choice at the top of that says Open Sound Settings. Here's what you're going to get. These are your open sound settings in Windows. You want to scroll down. Actually, you want to click right here, Sound Control Panel. Click that and wait for your sound control panel to come up. That's this little guy. Okay, so if you need to review that, go back to the replay. This is our sound control panel. You want to click on the slider here and slide all the way down. You want to go to voice meter input. Voice meter input. You want to right click that and you want to choose that as your default device. Okay. Then you want to right click voice meter aux input. This is after you've rebooted your computer. You want to click voice meter aux input, right click that and set it as your communication device, and the little green telephone icon will be right there. This is in your playback. Next you want to go to the next one, recording, and in recording scroll all the way down. For your microphone, if you use voice meter like I do, right click, it says voice mod. If you use voice mod like I do, you want to right click the voice mod virtual audio device and make that your default. Then you want to right click, if you don't use voice mod, you want to right click voice meter output and click on set as default. Okay, voice meter output, that's your default. Right click this one, that's your communication device, and from that point, bang, okay. All right, so this is how you're setting this up for StreamYard or for anything else for that matter. Okay, so we're going to get out of there and we're going to go back to StreamYard, and once that is in, you're good to go. Let's take a look at voice meter here for a second. Did you notice on voice meter I have my microphone muted? If I unmute it, I don't know if it makes any difference. I can hear it twice, but I don't know if you can. So I have it routed, and I'll show you how I have it routed. This is the cable, the virtual cable that you just purchased for free or donationware. You need to choose that. I choose a different one because I have gotten 5 of them. 4 of them I use and the one just hangs around. It's extra. But just in case, I got all 5, which took a donation to get number 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is the deal. I have my cable, which you should have the audio cable right there. That's where, that's where you put this one. You click right here where it says cable, and you put that first one in there. And there it goes. It'll reload your sound engine. Secondly, these over here. A1 is always your headphones. These are the headphones I use. It's a mic that has a headphone output. That's the headphone for me. And this one here, look what I put. Audio virtual cable. Now in this case, you could put your voice meter input. You could put your voice meter input. I put my cable because I do something special with some other stuff I'm using. So put voice meter input into A2. All right, so you just click it, go down to voice meter input, click that, and I'm not going to mess up my sound because you guys won't hear me. All right, so voice meter input was A2. Then, this is where it becomes fun, is every system sound on your device, including your browser, is going to be going through here. Except for one thing, I changed my browser. And I'll show you the reason why, is because I can turn my browser audio on or off. If I turn it off, it goes like that. If I turn it on, I just leave that on. It goes over here to B, which is my, on your screen, voice meter input, okay? So I'm routing all of my system sounds over to voice meter input. I'm routing all of my special routed stuff to voice meter input, and when you take it off, it doesn't go to the broadcast anymore. Okay, but I'm leaving it on. So now I have, this is the Windows screen I told you about. You right click on the speaker, and then you go up to Open Sound Settings. This window is what opens. So here's how you reroute to your special virtual audio cable. You click the App Volume Device Preferences under Advanced. You click that, and let me show you right here for Google Chrome. I have it to my cable A, which will be your virtual cable. So you click this, you choose your virtual cable, and then all of a sudden, anything that comes through Google Chrome, even if you haven't shared the audio into StreamYard, will go to virtual cable. Now let me show you what that means for you here. Virtual cable is this right here. This would be where all my sounds for Google Chrome go when I say virtual cable. Google Chrome is right here. In fact, you could right click this and you could rename that Google Chrome if you want to. But let me show you in StreamYard, then this is how it works. If I share a screen and I go to a tab and I leave this unchecked, then I can choose my conference and share it. And what happens is that it doesn't get shared until over here I have B checked. All of the sounds will go in here, but until I have B checked, it won't go in there. And let me show you how that works. I'll go ahead and I'll go to my conference and I'll enable the site, and there it is. Okay, so I've got some stuff going on here, people in the background. All right, conference, queue is empty. Let's see. I want to make sure and unmute. There we go. Okay, so I unmuted over there, and now in StreamYard here, see it? There we go. All right, so that shows you that you can get your conference. Let me mute it. There we go. You can get your conference in there without even sharing the screen. And without sharing the screen, then you're not having a problem with all of the screen share. Bring the screen share on, and then make yourself solo layout, all that stuff. And be careful, because if you click any of these buttons, all that will change, and your shared screen for your call center will show up right there. It's just kind of bad. All right, so I know I've bored you all to heck. OBS, it's doing a great job. And voice meter, this is what I call baby voice meter. Let me show you why really quick. Potato is the big daddy. See all those things, all those things, all those buttons, all those settings, all these things up here, all these buttons. Oh my gosh. If you're not techie, that's a nightmare. If you are techie, this is Christmas. Welcome to Christmas, Mr. Techhead. Okay, so that's the conference, and this is the video that will show you how to do it. Okay, so back to StreamYard. This is how you bring in a phone conference into StreamYard. I don't know if you have enough time to go through this. It looks like we've been going for about 45 minutes. So that's about 46 minutes. You can see the timer up here on the screen. So share this out, guys. If you know somebody who wants to broadcast, send them to this video. And this video is really easy to find. All you have to do, let me pull open my files and I'll show you. All right. All you have to do is send somebody here to gum.co/OBS first. It's $6.99, but the deal is you save $2 by using the code Corona at checkout. And so you can go through this whole class on how to do all of this. And I will show you step by step how to create your first scene, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. You can use either the virtual camera or you can broadcast straight out from OBS. So, and there's a few programs you'll see over there once you get to purchasing that $5 video. You'll see that there's a lot of 99-cent videos you can purchase on how to do a single stream, how to do a multiple stream, how to download your Facebook video, a lot of different things that you can do, and they vary from 99 cents to $5, $6, $7, whatever it is. And you can learn some stuff there. But this video is less than $5. If you feel like you're stuck inside, if you feel like I've been sequestered and I hate this and I want to be able to talk to somebody out there, just bring it on in and talk to somebody out there. And you can go ahead and configure this. This is a less than 10-minute video, a little over 9 minutes. So in 9 minutes, I tell you how to set up not just a microphone and a webcam, but I tell you how to get to this point over here. Let me show you.
For the nameplate.
Okay, so we're going to go through all of this. And at the end, I show you, I put everything back in there. And at the end, where is it? There we go. At the end, you have a full screen there where you've got a picture in the background. You got your webcam in there. You got your name. For a basic plan, that's all you need. So that's the ending of the 10-minute video. And it's actually a 9-minute video. It's a lot closer to 9 than it is 10. But in less than 10 minutes, I'll show you how to do that. It's $5. And so go and take a look at that. But this is Tech Service, in service. This is your Tech in service for today. I'm going to get out of here. And guys, thanks for watching. Share this out. Follow, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And come back again because I'm going to be doing a lot of these tech services to answer some questions. I can help you set up Voicemeeter. I can help you set up OBS. I can help you set up StreamYard. And I can help you take the three of those things and throw them together and help you set up a call in. So we can do all of the above just by connecting all this stuff. This video, less than $5. If you don't have $5, ask me a few questions, but you won't get the complete story that's in that video. So take a look, go get that video, and I'm out of here. Guys, I'm going to show you my outro, and poof, gone. Bye.